Hey YouTube, this is Gabriel from Agon Games coming to you with another totally legit video game idea. I'm more so going to be talking about going back and talking about Dragon Ball Z, my Dragon Ball Z video game idea again. We're going more in depth with it. That first one was kind of just an overview of the entirety of the game, perhaps, and seemed a bit scattered, and I was wanting to perhaps maybe centralize on one thing, a few things at least today. And I think I want to talk mainly about just like, what was it, like the way you would go about buying the game and like that aspect. I mean, it seems kind of a bit on the later end of the production scale. You know, you would think you wanted to talk about the the development of the characters and all that. But, all that stuff's already done. Really, it's just one of those things. I've got this on my mind, and I, really want to just talk about this right now. So it's going to be kind of scattered. So keep that in mind, and I apologize for that, scattered train of thought. And if you see me glancing over at the screen, it's because I'm watching Dragon Ball Z, kind of fitting. But basically, what I was thinking of for this Dragon Ball Z game would be like, how there's 9 seasons of Dragon Ball Z. If you buy like the regular series, you each month with the game you would buy, there would be we would make a new season for the game, and you would get new content, and you can buy it at any time you want. Like, you don't have to have season 1 to get season 2. You don't have to. I mean, you don't have to have season 1 to be able to get season 5. You could get it any time, because it's like buying a actual movie. You don't have to have the other ones, but you won't get certain things unlocked. Like, you won't have. It's not going to be like a fundraiser where if you get to the season 9, you get everything unlocked, because that'd be kind of stupid. And a bit like, I just wouldn't make any sense why you just wait till season 9. But you just have certain things unlocked. Like, let's just use an example like of what will happen when you buy this game. Like, you would for season 1, for example, like you would get Goku with his Supreme. You'd get Goku with what's that thing? The Master Roshi symbol. And then, on the front and back, and then you could get him without the weighted training clothes, like how he faces Raditz, and you get the character Raditz. And then you would also get Piccolo before fusing with Nail. Those fusing with Nail, fusing with Kami would be 2 other forms that you could use. Or more so, they might be different, I don't know, it'd be kind of like Super Saiyan Goku equivalency. So that there would be, that. And then you'd also get those you'd get the story for season 1, like you get the fights. Like, I trying to think of a way to work it out to where you basically get the gist of the story without all that filler and all that hubbub, and basically almost make kind of like at the beginning of each episode you see that kind of like previously on Dragon Ball Z, and it has all that kind of like using that as each way to like help you through the story, so you don't have to deal with like those long hours of the constant hours of just conversation, get you into it, but you still kind of basically understand the main gist of the story. I'm like, okay, like here's like another thing that I think I didn't really explain enough in the first video. Like, okay, in season 1, you get the fight with Raditz. When you're using that Goku, you don't have Kaioken, but you've unlocked the character of Goku, and then that character you can use in multiplayer and offline with local, fights. You you've unlocked the power of the Kamehameha and Kaioken, and you can use it in your liking. And that'll be the thing. Like, you'll have the character Goku, and like you'll be able to, if you get season 1 and season 6, you'd be able to like switch up his outfit, so you can maybe have it to where you don't have anything like on his front or his back, because in season 4 technically he doesn't have any more symbols on, like he has. So you could you'd be able to get that Goku and use that as there'd be a lot of there'd be that outfit, that aspect you could have to where you have Goku without the training clothes, and you would have that Goku, and Goku as a person would continue on. Like eventually, and you get him from for season 7, you could get Goku with the Halo, and you could have put that on as your Goku you use in fights in multiplayer and offline also, and like it would carry on to your online and offline, so you could really develop your character. So when someone uses, and it's just to your profile too, which I could see kind of being a pain if like somebody doesn't have, if you play with a friend, and what if they want to change what the person looks like, and also, before I continue on further, like you also get the powers, like even though you won't be able, Goku only uses Kaioken when he fights Vegeta and Nappa for the short time, you would still, like when you get it in multiplayer, in offline, and also you would basically have all those powers. So by the time season 9 comes around, if you got all 9 seasons, you would have this huge list of moves you could use for just Goku, because when he's just Goku, not Super Saiyan Goku. I mean, if there's moves, like, you wouldn't be able to use the Spirit Bomb with Super Saiyan 3 Goku. It's just one of those things, those trade-offs, that kind of give that character that individuality and uniqueness and correctness in a sense, because Goku, when he was Super Saiyan 3, never did the Spirit Bomb. So it's just one of those things, and just a bunch of stuff like that. Like, the story mode will let you basically they would basically, in a sense, kind of like in Call of Duty, where it basically made you use certain weapons in a more specific way that you'll use it differently in multiplayer perhaps, but you kind of got to test out all these things, and the same principle applies to them. And you'd get to, like, let's say you'd unlock Goku with Kaioken once you defeated Nappa, and you would also unlock Nappa once you beat him in the story mode. And like, even though you've bought it, you'll still have to unlock it, because it's kind of like, it's not going to be difficult. I mean, you can, as long as you play the game on normal difficulty, you get it. They'll be easy, but you won't get anything if you beat it on easy. Like, granted, that sounds kind of like stupid, because it's like, what if I really suck at games? Well, it's like Halo Reach. You don't get any credits, if I recall, if you play it on easy. But we have to play it on, and it's not going to be different. It's not going to be like insane. And the game mechanics are going to be real easy, and I think it's going to be it's going to, really easy to pick up, easy to learn, but difficult to master. That is like the pinnacle. That is the ideology that you need to use when you're making a game, especially like a multiplayer-based game. It's easy to, easy to learn how to play. You can get the basic controls and you can play, but it's it's one of those games that where there's little things here and there that will make it, for those really hardcore players, so they feel like they feel appreciated. But yeah, so now continuing on with the if your friend, who, let's say he plays like offline, as a guest, he could use, like, perhaps maybe he could change his characters, like I don't know, I think if you can use your profile, and then someone else can use their profile, and let's say they got seasons 8 and 9, then they can all of a sudden they won't like let you have all of a sudden all their moves and like characters. Like, you won't all of a sudden have Majin Vegeta if your friend has season 8 and you only have season 1, but he can use them, and then like it's kind of like one of those things. So I think that'd be kind of cool. And if you're a guest, well, it's like, something you basically will get. It's kind of like in in Black Ops. You got all the moves that he had, but you kind of had to use them how they were, in a sense. I mean, granted, you could, if he had all that stuff unlocked, yeah, you could do that, but it'd be kind of that same thing. But then you could put your own profile, and yeah, you can mix and match. Well, not mix and match, but you can face up against with each other's, and I think it'd be really cool. I really want to, don't want the whole local couch on couch entertainment to go out. I really want that to stick with, because that's really fun. Granted, it's fun doing online and stuff like that, but I think that it's something that shouldn't, just be the only thing, because you still kind of, even with all that fun and connection, you still do feel kind of like disconnected if you don't see the people you're playing with. That really helps. But yeah, okay, well, that's all I really have to say about that for the time being. I was thinking, it was really on my mind over this weekend. I just didn't have a way of communicating with you guys, but yeah, so tell me what you think. Subscribe if you haven't. Like this video, and yeah, so give me your feedback. I want to know what you think about this idea. I mean, That's kind of why I'm doing these videos. I mean, more, granted, you can always give me feedback, but it's like even more importantly, like if you've got something to say, like, oh, he's an idiot, you're totally retarded, why would I want to do that? Or like there's something, like, whatever, it just helps me out. Okay, guys? There's my head getting cut off. Alright, I'll see you later.